Hi, this is going to be a reading on the energy at the Astro World Music Festival in Houston, Texas. This festival just happened November 5th, this last Friday. So, the reason why I decided to do this video is because it came up in conversation when I was working on Friday. Um, they mentioned it to me. Hey, did you hear about the tragedy at the Astro Music Festival in Houston where 8 people died? And, it was a Travis Scott concert. And so, it just recently happened. And my immediate reaction to that statement was I said, oh, so looks like they did a public mass ritual sacrifice. And, the guy laughs, crazy April and her stuff, whatever. Now, a couple hours later, I'm on the phone with a friend of mine. We're in conversation. He brings it up again. Hey, did you hear about that? And I'm just like, well, I heard about it briefly or whatever. I don't know the details. I could care less about Travis Scott and his music. As y'all know, I'm a rocker. And so, whatever. But it was funny to me that it came up twice. And I said again, well, sounds like they did a public mass sacrifice ritual. And within 15 hours, conspiracy theories are spread, right? They're all over. And people knew it and they felt it and they knew that this was weird and it was demonic and it was some kind of sacrifice. And people that were there in the event, have their theories and their feelings. And, I believe that a lot of this info was purposely leaked because, see, in magic, you have to show and tell what you're doing. And most people don't believe in magic, but if you're on this channel and you follow me, we do here. And it's right in front of your fucking face. You know what I mean? And they do it that way because they have to show and tell you. It is part of the ritual. And people are starting to realize and recognize. And there is some truth in a lot of this conspiracy theory. And I just thought to myself, you guys out there are so smart. Look at this. Within 10, 15 hours, it's all over the place for what it is and what they really are doing. Now, I'm not here to talk about Travis Scott's energy. I'm not connecting with him or Kylie Jenner. I'll tell you right now, I don't like them. I don't care for their music or what they do. Their energy is very dark. It's very demonic. Even before all of this came out, I'm not a fan. But as you know, I'm a rocker, so why would I care about, new age Travis Scott rap or is not my style? But he has a big following. He has a lot of fans, and this creates a lot of energy. Now, I also want to say that this festival took place the night of the new moon, November 5th. Now, it was the new moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is all about the dark side of life. It represents that dark side, that death, that transformation, that rebirth. Scorpio, this sneaky, let me see the other side. I live in the underworld and I like to expose and I like to see and I want to, see how you're going to react. Scorpio energy. We got the new moon in Scorpio, and here we have this literal sacrifice on the night of the new moon. Now, all the conspiracy theories will also point out that it was Kris Jenner's birthday. And I thought to myself, huh, of course it was. I bet it was. Because in theory, they're saying it was a sacrifice for her. Possibly. Either way, notice that. Notice that these kind of things will happen on certain days. On the days of the new moon. On the days of the full moon. On the days of eclipse. On the days of mass transit. You'll see tragedy in the news of death and sacrifice. And it's like these people in power or these events or whatever, it's right in front of your fucking face. So, also in the conspiracy theories, they talk about the symbols that were used at the concert and the props and the stage and the pyrotechnics and stuff that were going off. And, you know, there was like 8 flames and 8 deaths, and 8 is a spiritual number, and it represents God and eternity, and a lot of things like that. Also, I don't know because I don't listen to his music, but I hear from the interviews and from people that do listen to his music that Travis Scott really promotes that rage, that anger, let's mosh, let's be violent, encourages this, right? Okay, I'm a rocker. That's fine. I get it, but it's different. I don't understand how they put it into the music, but they have. Um, the type of music he does anyway. And so it was a sacrifice. But like, I just want to make it clear that, like, as much as they do these things on certain days, certain numbers, all of this, it's a mockery of God. They're trying to sacrifice these people and their souls. But let me make it clear, you cannot take a soul that already belongs to God. Sorry. It's a trick. It doesn't work that way. And they want you to believe that. They want you to believe that you can sell your soul, or they can, take your soul, or this or that, sacrifice your soul. Listen, if your soul is of God, you can't take a soul that already belongs to God. It's not possible. And, I don't care if you believe in the, Bible version, religion, God. No, I'm talking about goodness. I'm talking about if you're of good, if you're of love, if you're of light, if that is what your soul consists of, you belong to God, you belong to the light side, and they can't take a soul that is already of God and that belongs to God and that will always have the protection of God. So they can do their little fucking rituals and they can put it out there in the masses and they can hurt these people and take them out, but God is with them and they were not sacrificed and they did not die in vain. And you cannot take a soul that already belongs to God. So just, remember that. The next thing I see and feel with all of this is exposure and justice. Because, wow, like I said, y'all are smart out there. People see it for what it is, they feel it for what it is. Also, they saw it and were there, and you can't tell them any different. Um, 8 dead is not an accurate number. I think that's what they're putting out there and what they're saying, but I'm thinking, up to 24 is what is really going on there. I think there's probably 24 people that have crossed over at this event. The lawsuits and the accountability, I think, are going to come out because it's, literally a battle between good and evil. And Scorpio, although is, that darkness, we need it. It's a necessary energy. It's a necessary energy to balance energies. If there's good, there's got to be evil. If there's dark, there's got to be light. If there's truth, then, over the lies, whatever, it always has to be balanced. And Scorpio comes out. It's a necessary energy for balance, for change, for rebirth, and for exposure, for rage, for karma, for all these different things. This energy is now crossed with the age of Aquarius that we are going to be going through for a while. The energy of the age of Aquarius, which brings truth and secrets revealed and technology advancements. And, it's a battle. It is literally a battle between good and evil. Um, you know, some psychics say like it's a spiritual war because it's exactly what it is. And, it's beyond what we can see, but we can feel it sometimes. And we can see it sometimes when it's right in front of our face. In this situation, this event was exactly that. So, it's a battle between good and evil. But I think good will win here. I think these people and their evil ways are being recognized and exposed. And let me add that, as I said, I'm a rocker. I was last weekend just recently at a sold out Slipknot concert, which totally rocked. Real music with real mosh pits, and everyone is safe. No deaths. Um, rockers have like a mosh pit etiquette, I guess is how you would say it. Somebody falls, we pick each other up. I mean, yes, tragedies happen, whatever, but I've seen rockers stop shows, and you can see online videos of like my favorite Linkin Park, Chester, stopping the whole entire show. Corey from Slipknot has stopped shows to make sure people don't get trampled on, or if they passed out, they get the medical care that they need, whatever. It's part of what you have to do if you're going to have these mosh pits. It can be dangerous. But, if you have rocker mosh pit etiquette, it can be really fun and a release and all of that stuff. But Travis Scott doesn't promote that at all. From what I see and from what I hear in his music, and from his fans, and from past events that he's been involved in, he does not promote that at all. It's all about, you know, just that anger and that rage, right? And they also do these rituals, this sigil magic, this sacrifice, this energy harnessing. This is what it is. And the rap artists and the R&B aren't the only ones guilty of it. The rock industry's been doing this forever too. Speaking of being at the Slipknot concert, let me be real here. They do a whole thing at their shows where everyone gets down on one knee, and they make everyone in the crowd get down on one knee, and everyone just listens to these artists and their commands. And so we're at this concert, sold out arena, me and my best friend, and everyone's like, down on one knee doing the Slipknot thing. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, can't do it. No way. I'm looking around this arena of, thousands and thousands of people, everyone doing this, everyone chanting the same thing. And maybe me and like a half dozen other people are still standing like, oh no, we don't do that. Why don't I do that? Because even Slipknot is doing forms of energy harnessing and sigil magic and all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not putting my energy in that. No, 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 no. We're crossing lines. I don't mind listening to your music, relating, jumping in the mosh, whatever, having a good time. But you're not harnessing my energy. No, no, no. I only get down on my knees and pray to God. You know what I mean? Not going to happen. So let me just point out, it's not just Travis Scott doing it. And it is all around. And when crowds are chanting and artists are giving direction and instruction, and it's all on certain nights and this and that, and it's all energy exchange and energy harnessing, and it's forms of magic, and it's forms of all these different kinds of things that we think, or that most people think, don't exist. That's not what it is. Yes, it is. And it's right in front of your face. So again, unfortunately, 8 deaths so far. 8 flames on the stage. Like I said, the whole stuff is right there. The symbols are right there. The tour was called See You on the Other Side. As I said, 8 is a spiritual number associated with God, associated with eternity. Also in numerology, 8 can represent victory and prosperity. So there's this mockery of God, as I said, which is part of what they're doing, right? It's in your face. There's a mockery of God and a sacrifice for that greed, for that power, for that fame, for that money, right? Like all of those things, power and prosperity. Travis Scott is, Kanye West's little nephew, and he's with Kylie, Kim's little sister. I mean, to me, this shit's almost incest. You know what I mean? Either way, doesn't matter what I personally think about it. Point is, it's all fucking planned, just like it always is. And if you look back at my old videos and when I talk about things and other artists like DMX and Aaliyah and stuff like that, I will tell you these people are planned. Their lives are planned from the beginning. Some of them were born into it, the way Aaliyah was. Well, Kylie's no fucking different. Neither is Travis Scott. And listen, Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner are the next generation's Beyonce and Jay-Z, or whatever power couple, whatever generation you want to go into, Sonny and Cher, it's all the same kind of shit. Whatever generation, whatever music star couple they keep throwing in front of us and telling us to worship like gods. Be careful. of that. Be careful of idol worship. It's okay to be a fan or whatever, but be real with yourself, about what you're seeing. Be real with yourself about what you're feeling, and what you're listening to, and what you're participating in. You know what I mean? Be aware of that, because let me remind everyone, there's only one God, and there's only one man who walked this earth, who was a savior, and who you should follow, and that's Jesus Christ. Now, prayers to all the people that crossed over during this tragic event, and all those who were injured physically and mentally. I kept seeing these videos, and I saw a lot of young kids, and that have, never experienced such chaos and tragedy and death. And, God bless them all, because they're very young, and it's very sad to see a lot of them are real traumatized right now. So even the survivors, let's pray for all of them, and for the families of the victims, and for this kind of shit to be called out and stopped, and for these people to be held accountable, everybody involved. Because there's no way for 50,000 to 100,000 people that they only had 1,300 paramedics and so many exits and no plan. No, they did this shit on purpose. So let's pray for everyone involved. And now we will look and see what the cards have to say. So I just want to, see what the energy is going to be about the situation, and for the families and for the victims. And, are they going to get justice? Is this going to come out positive and a good situation? I believe so, because I think God is going to prevail here and win, over the situation. My camera's going out of focus, guys. Let me fix that. Okay. And, I just want to bring to everybody's attention, the symbols that are there, the things that are going on. Like I said, really notice it for what it is. I actually brought out my little triangle, crystal, because there's so much crap about the triangles and the Illuminati and this and that. And let me tell you something about triangles. Triangles are a symbol of life, death, rebirth, right? Like all that triangle that we go through all the time, that soul's journey that we are constantly going through. And it's one of those symbols that, again, because they have this mockery towards God that they have taken and they have used in their bullshit rituals and sacrifices and Illuminati conspiracy theories, and people think, oh my God, triangles are so bad now. No, it's like that other symbol that they did that with. Which one was it? The swastika, like back in the day when it was cool with the Egyptians, and it had a totally different meaning before the freaking Nazis got a hold of it. Triangles are the same kind of thing. But like I said, there's a mockery towards God. There's this absolute magic being done right in front of your face. Sacrifices, human sacrifices for power, money, greed, and fame. And there's a spiritual war going on. There's a battle between good and evil. We see it, we feel it, and they're not going to be able to win. Sorry, God always prevails. So in that, let me see what the cards have to say about the situation. I really want to know, that if these people are going to get their justice, for the ones that were hurt and the ones that were tragically killed in this event. Like, I want to know what's the energy around that. Let's see. Look at this. Beautiful. Well, here in the past, there was a lot of anxiety. We got the Eight of Swords. We have people trapped. Look at that. Can't get out, right? Totally trapped. Eight of Swords, mental anxiety, physical anxiety. Yeah, not good. That's the past energy. Right now, we have offers coming in. We have good news about monies, maybe messages, earth sign energy, maybe a small message from an earth sign, which actually I did see Travis Scott and Kylie's birth chart. I saw that he is actually a Taurus, which would be an earth sign, this Page of Pentacles could, represent, like I said, a small effort, a small offer. He gave a pretty shitty apology, in my opinion. So there's that small, earth sign message offer coming through in the present with the Page of Pentacles. But here's what I love. What do we have here in the future? Here comes the Hierophant. Here comes that God energy coming through. What did I say? God will prevail. Good will win. Also could represent enterprise, Taurus energy. Again, more Taurus energy coming through. Also, though, God energy right here. This is all about that truth. This is all about, that God energy. I can't say it any other way. I love that that's the outcome here. There's a lot of rest and recovery, people not saying much, not doing much, just recovery here with the Four of Swords. Because mum's the word right now, right? Yeah, let's verify a little bit more here. I'm telling you, God's going to prevail in this. Good is going to win. These people can't do this crap and get away with it. Hold on. Everybody was in their head. Lots of mental anxiety here. We got the Four of Pentacles. Hold on. It's balancing out. What did I say? Has to be a balance, right? Good and evil all the time. Has to be a balance. Four of Pentacles, all about balancing. Yeah. Here in the present, that shitty apology from a earth sign. And the secrets. Here comes the High Priestess. Look at this. The High Priestess. Those secrets revealed. Also, High Priestess, High Priest, the Hierophant. This is a match right here. This is a soulmate energy. Funny that a soulmate energy would start coming through with this, because at the same time, as I said about Kylie and Travis, they are the next generation's couple, right? Doesn't matter, because God and the Virgin Mary are going to dominate. So, for their soulmate energy people, we have our soulmate energy people. So, wow, amazing. Bottom of the deck, look at this. Good news on the way with the Eight of Wands. Lots of communication, lots of technology. This is where all those videos, eyewitness accounts, things like that are going to start coming in here with the Eight of Wands. Good. Here in the future with the Hierophant. Celebrations with the Three of Cups. So reunions, celebrations, people coming back together. Seven of Cups underneath, more emotional energy, but also confusion. Oh my gosh, what happened, right? Well, they're gonna try to find that out. So I could see how the reunions, the celebrations, that kind of stuff comes out, and the confusion is there too. Yeah, they're going to figure it out though. I do believe that. Nine of Cups. We have a wish fulfillment here with the Nine of Cups. Wishes granted. Celebrations again, the drinking, the festival. You have that energy here, but you have these emotions and those wishes granted. We have God's energy here. We're going to prevail. Absolutely. Look at the bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles. What did I say? He's a Taurus. I believe Travis Scott will be held accountable for what happened at his festival. Yep, people are recovering again. Here's that Four of Swords. Mum's the word. People are recovering. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's all here. But with this, wish fulfillment, reunions, celebrations, God's energy, you know what? Good is going to prevail. These people did not die in vain. You did not take their souls. As I said, you can do your crap and your mass sacrificing right in front of us, but you're not going to win. You cannot take a soul that already belongs to God. And as I, did all of this, I had to get my Bible. I had to see a verse. When I opened the Bible, where'd they take me? Proverbs 21:3, right here. And what it says, to do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. So, whatever, you're going to get caught. These people are going to be held accountable. These people did not die in vain. As I was saying, can't take a soul that already belongs to God anyway. And right there in the messages, in the cards, and what I saw, and what I seen in research, and what kept coming up, I had to speak on it. And in the end, to do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. So pray for everyone involved, and I'll continue to watch. I'll continue to keep everyone updated, see what I see, and hopefully Travis Scott gets held accountable. Even though right now, mum's the word, and there's a lot of recovery that needs to happen. The secrets are going to come out. God is here. Wish fulfillments will happen. And I do believe he will be held accountable for this. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you soon. Bye.